10 years ago, very few people understood what Nvidia would become. At the time, most people saw Nvidia as a company that made gaming chips. Few people imagined it would become one of the most important companies on Earth. A decade ago, spotting Nvidia required vision. Today, everyone can see it. Today, Nvidia sits at the center of the artificial intelligence revolution. Its technology powers some of the most advanced AI systems ever created. And that raises an interesting question. If Nvidia became one of the biggest winners of the last decade, which companies could become the biggest winners of the next one? The companies that dominate the next decade may not be the ones making the most noise today. They may be the ones quietly building the infrastructure of tomorrow. Every major technological revolution creates a new generation of winners. The internet created giants. Smartphones created giants. Social media created giants. And now, artificial intelligence, robotics, defense technology, space technology, and quantum computing may create the next generation of industry leaders. These companies are not ranked by expected stock returns. Instead, they represent some of the technologies that could shape the world between now and 2035. And somewhere on this list may be the next Nvidia. Let's begin with the foundation, because every technological revolution needs infrastructure. Nvidia is no longer just a chip company. It has become part of the infrastructure layer of the AI economy. Modern AI systems require enormous amounts of computing power. Data centers are being built around the world, specifically for artificial intelligence. But Nvidia's vision extends beyond data centers. The company increasingly talks about AI factories, physical AI, robotics, and intelligent systems operating in the real world. Nvidia isn't simply participating in the AI revolution. It is helping build the foundation underneath it. And history shows that the companies building infrastructure often become some of the biggest winners. But no technological revolution depends on a single company. And if AI becomes as important as electricity or the internet, the market may be far too large for one winner alone. That brings us to AMD. AMD has positioned itself as one of Nvidia's biggest challengers. As AI expands into laptops, workstations, businesses, and local devices, demand for computing power continues to explode. Competition drives innovation, and some of the biggest industries in history have supported multiple dominant players. If AI truly becomes the defining technology of this generation, AMD could be one of the companies helping make it accessible everywhere. Another company helping power the AI boom is CoreWeave. There is an old saying that during a gold rush, selling shovels can be more profitable than digging for gold. CoreWeave represents that idea perfectly. Every breakthrough in AI requires infrastructure. Every new model requires computing power. Every AI company needs somewhere to run its systems. Most people focus on the applications, but the companies providing the infrastructure often become some of the biggest beneficiaries. The AI revolution may create thousands of winners, but none of them exist without the foundation underneath them. Once infrastructure exists, intelligence becomes the next layer. And that's where Palantir comes in. Artificial intelligence without data is like a race car without fuel. It looks impressive, but it doesn't go anywhere. Palantir sits at the intersection of AI, governments, defense organizations, and enterprise software. Its systems help organizations understand massive amounts of information and make better decisions. In a world increasingly driven by artificial intelligence, data may become one of the most valuable resources on Earth. And companies capable of turning that data into action may become incredibly important. But if AI can think, the next question becomes obvious. Can it act? That question leads us into one of the most ambitious industries ever attempted. Humanoid robotics. Figure AI is building robots designed to work in the physical world. Factories, warehouses, manufacturing facilities, logistics centers. For decades, humanoid robots belonged in science fiction. Today, they are beginning to enter reality. And if humanoid robots become as common as smartphones, companies like Figure AI could become some of the most valuable businesses on Earth. The opportunity is difficult to overstate, because unlike software, robots can physically interact with the world around them, and the physical economy is vastly larger than the digital one. Another company betting heavily on that future is Tesla. Many people still see Tesla as a car company, but Elon Musk's biggest bet may not be cars at all. It may be robotics. Imagine a world where millions of humanoid robots work alongside humans, building products, moving goods, performing repetitive tasks, operating 24 hours a day. That is the future Tesla is betting on through Optimus. If that vision becomes reality, Tesla's future may look very different from its present. The biggest opportunity may not be transportation. It may be automation itself. And while humanoid robots dominate the headlines, automation is already entering everyday life through companies like Serve Robotics. Serve focuses on autonomous delivery. At first glance, it may seem like a simple idea, but some of the largest businesses in history were built by solving simple problems at enormous scale. Delivery is one of those problems. Serve offers a glimpse into a future where robots quietly perform routine tasks all around us. Not in laboratories, not in science fiction movies, but in everyday life. And if autonomous delivery becomes normal, Today's small robotics companies could look very different a decade from now. As technology transforms daily life, it is also transforming national security. And few industries are changing faster than defense. For decades, military strength was measured by tanks, ships, and aircraft. Today, software, sensors, drones, and artificial intelligence are becoming equally important. Anduril is helping define this new era. Many people describe Anduril as a potential Lockheed Martin for the age of artificial intelligence. Its focus on autonomous systems and AI-powered defense technology reflects a broader shift taking place around the world. Future conflicts may be shaped as much by algorithms as by weapons, and companies building those systems could become some of the most important defense businesses of the next generation. But technological frontiers don't stop on Earth. Another frontier is opening above us. Space. Rocket Lab is helping build the infrastructure of the space economy, as satellites become increasingly important for communications, navigation, national security, weather forecasting, and data transmission. Access to space becomes more valuable. For decades, space was largely the domain of governments. Today, private companies are taking a larger role than ever before. The next economy may not exist only on Earth. It may extend into orbit. Just as the internet created a digital economy, space may create an entirely new economic frontier. And companies helping build that future could become major beneficiaries of one of humanity's biggest frontiers. Beyond space lies an even more speculative frontier: quantum computing. Few technologies generate more excitement and uncertainty at the same time. Many experts believe quantum computing could eventually become as transformative as the internet itself, not because it replaces existing computers, but because it may solve entirely new classes of problems. Xanadu is one of the companies attempting to build that future. The technology remains early, the challenges remain enormous, but so did the internet once, and so did artificial intelligence. The biggest technological revolutions often look uncertain before they look inevitable. When you step back and look at these companies together, a pattern begins to emerge. Nvidia, AMD, CoreWeave, Palantir, Figure AI, Tesla, Serve Robotics, Anduril, Rocket Lab, Xanadu. They are all building different pieces of the future. Some focus on intelligence, some focus on infrastructure, some focus on robotics, some focus on defense, some focus on space, and some are pushing the boundaries of what computers can become. Every generation experiences technological shifts that seem obvious only in hindsight. The internet, smartphones, social media, artificial intelligence, humanoid robotics, quantum computing, space technology. The biggest winners are rarely obvious in the beginning. Most people only recognize the next Nvidia after it has already happened. By then, the opportunity is obvious. The real challenge is recognizing the future while it still looks uncertain. Somewhere in the world right now, the next Nvidia may already exist. Most people simply haven't noticed it yet. And history suggests that by the time everyone notices, the biggest opportunity may already be gone. If you enjoy content about artificial intelligence, future technology, robotics, innovation, and the companies shaping tomorrow, subscribe to Orion, because we're just getting started.